The sands are cold, but Khajiit feels warmness from your presence. Then lead on, friend.
Hello and welcome. Today we'll be finishing our Skyrim with only fire attacks playthrough.
Now hold on.
For this last one we'll be going to Solstheim and dealing with Miraak, along with a couple of other side tangents I used to fill up time.
It's hard to explain.
We will be using the same rules as the other two Skyrim with only fire weapons videos, those being for the Dawnguard DLC and the main game.
And they were gone. That's not right, losing whole days like that. There's been something strange going on there for a while. But after this, I'm done. I'm not going back to Solstheim. Have you been listening to me? I'm not going back there. Alright, you have a point. Taking you back to find out who sent them is the least I can do. Besides, maybe you can put a stop to whatever's going on over there. I owe them a bit of payback myself.
We start by boarding a ship to Solstheim to begin figuring out what is happening over there.
Well, here we are. This is Raven Rock. Can't say I'm all that glad to see it again. Good luck. Maybe you can figure out what's going on around here.
We touch one of the stones and talk to Neloth briefly.
And yet I can't quite place. Oh, wait, I recall. But that makes very little sense.
After that I begin exploring in Flying Castle Castag, clear it out for later purposes. I also made my way to some Dwemer puzzles, finding a black book down in here. Upon finding and reading the black book, I made my way to Apocrypha for the first time. This place scares me. Not all of the enemies can be staggered with my fireball attack. And all of the fronts of magic ensure that I never run out of magic and can constantly cast it. Unlock some of the secret knowledge the Black Book had in store. I picked Black Market as it summons a danger I can use to sell my gear. After that I made my way to Miraak's temple, spoke to Freya, and then cleared it out.
You there. What brings you to this place? Why are you here?
I stole the souls of most of the Draugr inside of Miraak's temple. This was increasing my conjuration skill and helped me level up quicker. Found another black book and read it. Miraak was hiding in there.
The time comes soon when... What? Who are you to dare set foot here? Ah. You are dragonborn. I can feel it. And yet... So you have slain Alduin. Well done. I could have slain him myself back when I walked the earth. But I chose a different path. You have no idea of the true power a dragonborn can wield. This realm is beyond. You have no power here. And it is only a matter of time before Solstheim is also mine. I already control the minds of its people.
After finishing my conversation with Mira, I read again and completed the trials within.
Father,
I then spoke with the leader of the Skull
there
Village.
is yet hope.
He doesn't like Hermaeus Mora.
What news do you bring? Is there a way to free our people?
No, but I have brought someone who has seen.
Started using the Bend Will Shout on all of the standing stones. This causes a lurker to come out, and usually on one of the standing stones, Miracle sends a dragon to fight you. I make my way to Thriskmead Hall and side with the Reeklings, as I like to do conversations with these little fellas. Of which you get to sit through the entirety of, even if you don't like it.
We family, we strong, you stronger. Bilkamak, run. Prize beast, run. Fool tribe king, chase away. Bilkamak, fear. You strong.
After returning Belgamok to the Reeklings, they ask us to find them some Scatheclaw, of which we oblige.
People, they come fight us.
And after gathering that for him, he asks us to fight some Nords, which gives us this awesome piece of dialogue. After that, we make our way to the Tel Mithrin, speak to Nello about finding another Black Book. It's just a puzzle, there's not really a lot of combat in this mission. The combat we do find is hidden within the Black Book. Forgot quite what to do with this one, forgetting that the bridges were motion detected even after you pull the spire off or whatever that thing is. Spoke to Hermaeus Mora, who gave us the second word of the Bend Will Shout, and promised to give us the third in exchange for the secrets of the Skull Village.
You have entered my realm. You have sought out the forbidden knowledge that only one other has obtained.
Experiences when reading these books. You're still acting surprisingly sane, too. What did he have to say? He must have wanted something.
Gotta love talking to old Hermaeus Mora. Such a slow and tedious process. Like the sloth demons from Dragon Age Origins.
Hermaeus Mora learns some fascinating new ways to skin a hawker, and you become the second most powerful dragonborn that ever lived.
Got some upgrades from my Flame Breath Shout. Now these little fire worms dangle around them. Spoke to Stormcrag Strider about giving Hermaeus Mora the secret to the skull.
Trying to trick us into giving up our secrets to him.
The skull yield up their secrets to me.
Hermaeus Mora lives up to his part of the deal, giving us the third part of the shout, of which we used to fight Mira. I accidentally used the shout before going to fights, Sorrentha. I think I butchered that. But I had to wait 2 minutes for the shout to recharge before I could use it on him.
Subject to my full power.
After that, I rode the dragon to go and defeat Mirak.
You will die, and with the power of your soul, I will return to Solstheim and be master of my own fate once again.
Mirak is actually a pushover. The only problem you may have with the fight is if you're playing a warrior build and you haven't leveled up your restoration or your magicka altogether. You might run out of potions. Other than that, Mirak is super easy, which is why I went looking for bigger prey.
I have found a new dragonborn to serve me.
May he be rewarded for his service, as I am.
Mira harbored fantasies of rebellion against me.
Firstly, for that bigger prey I was after, I went and had a look at Castag. This did not end well at all. As you can see, I could do enough damage to negate his healing effect, but not enough to withstand his damage altogether. Castag just hits too hard. So, to stretch the video out a little bit, and to kill a few fun enemies, I went to Dawnstar. I did do Uranus quest, but I forgot to record it, but most importantly, I did Silas Basilius' Mayrim's Dagon quest.
Why don't you come in? You can browse the displays and we can talk. I have a job you look perfect for. A number of groups cropped up dedicated to wiping out the remnants of the mythic Dawn. One of these groups found Mehrunes' razor, the artifact of Dagon. They split it into 3 fragments and pledged to keep them apart forever. That was almost 150 years ago, and the pieces are still being kept by the descendants of that group, and they're right here, in Skyrim. At least 2 of the owners, Gunzel and Draskua, are dangerous marauders, and the 3rd owner, Jorgen, I only know he lives in Morthal. Here are my notes about them. I'll gladly pay you for getting the pieces any way you can. No questions asked.
And with that, we asked me to retrieve the pieces of the razor. One of which was on a woodcutter in Morthal. That was pretty easy to get. One of the others is on a Hagraven, guarded by some Forsworn. They were really worried about my fire attacks and began cowering in the corner, even before I attacked them. The Hagraven was pretty easy, she got stunned by my fire attack. The orcs that have the 3rd piece of Mehrunes' razor were a little bit more tricky, considering they have an actual bit of magic resistance and there is quite a few of them.
I'll get to work on the
I fixed the white vial and turned it into a magicka potion.
Master, look. It's the file.
What? How?
It doesn't matter, look. It's refilling with your tonic as we speak.
Marvelous.
After that, I make my way to the
pieces on the altar,
shrine of Mayrun's
and Dagon
Dagon,
should speak to us.
with Silas Vesalius, Megan speaking with Mayrun's Dagon. The only reason I wanted to do this is because I wanted to betray Hermaeus Mora, but I lost patience and
Mayrun's Dagon,
didn't use the bend
the
or
Lord
shout on Mirac 3 times and just
We
killed
have
him.
brought your razor to you. We beg
So
you,
instead of betraying
please,
Hermaeus
bring the
Mora,
blade's full
I'll
glory
betray
to
Mayrun's
Tamriel
Dagon.
again. It's not working. Why don't you give it a try?
You,
Put your hands on the
mortal, you are worthy of speaking to. You have claimed the pieces of my razor. It has been an amusing game to witness. But Dagon does not declare a winner while there is a pawn on the board. Kill Silas. He and his family have served their purpose. Only Dagon can declare if a pawn is worth keeping. I have spoken. Kill him. Take your rightful place as my champion, or I will crush you.
Wait, don't kill me. There's another way. I can take the pieces back to my museum, seal them in a display case. You get a generous amount of gold, I get to complete my collection, and nobody has to die. Thank you. Here's your gold. I'll make a run for it back to Dawnstar.
You think to betray Mayrun's Dagon. Suffer.
You should have come here.
after paying everyone on Silas Vesalius, after I think I correctly, death pushovers. And with that, we successfully complete the entirety of Skyrim with only fire attacks. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like. If you'd like to see more, please subscribe. That's going to do it for this one. I hope to see you in the next one.